The Indiana Fever closed out their preseason today in the win over the Atlanta Dream. How do we feel about the Indiana Fever and White Jesus this season? I'll tell you how I feel. Line any team up in the WNBA. The Indiana Fever are your 2025 national champions, baby. Paige Bueckers, a.k.a. Paige White Panther, a.k.a. Paige Sharpton, a.k.a. Paige Luther Bueckers, has made more pandering comments this week. Okay. Paige Bueckers isn't focused on hooping. She's focused on activism. That's what it seems like so far this season. Cheryl Swoops has made some more interesting comments. Lexi Brown, we're going to talk about her and much more right after the intro. Let's go!
So make sure
Leah Boston, she has to get a backbone.
AtlantaDream.com as everyone is at.
What is happening here? I want to play this again.
22nd at State Farm Arena, so make sure you get your tickets.
What? Why?
Aaliyah
Aaliyah, you're 6'5", 6'6". Why are they so comfortable coming up to you doing this?
At State Farm Arena, so make sure you get your tickets at AtlantaDream.com as everyone is at.
Oh my gosh. What's up, boys, girls, he, she, they, them, we, or whatever you choose to identify as? Welcome to the W360, your home for all things women's basketball. I'm your host, CJSoFoolish, and welcome to another episode of the W360, okay? What's up, everybody? What's up, Liz E? What's up, Kelly? I see you in the chat. Peggy, what's going on, Peggy? Athena, I see you in the chat. Lisa G is here. Rhonda Stewart has caught the live, okay? 7 Damon 8 Etheridge. I hope I didn't butcher your name. What's going on? Welcome to the W360 chat. I haven't seen your name before. Monica Middleton, what's up? And Sade. What's up, W360 Nation? Happy Saturday, happy Saturday, happy Saturday, okay? What's going on, everybody? Stephanie Walk? What's up, girl? I haven't seen that name in a while. Good to see you. All right, guys. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Let me make sure that I've sent this to Twitter. I see everyone is coming in now. I don't think I even posted this to my Twitter yet. Well, the link. The link. I didn't. If you're watching the playback, guys, sorry I didn't post it to my Twitter. I meant to post the link under when I posted I'm going live. But hopefully you're here. Hopefully you saw the notification and you guys will be coming in throughout the show, okay? Oh, the Indiana Fever. Well, before we get started, guys, if you are new here, welcome to the W360. Thank you so much for tuning in, okay? I just want to give you a heads up. The season is starting in a week. Okay, this is a channel that covers the WNBA in a comedic way. So if you're sensitive or if you are a slow, this isn't the show for you. Okay, go ahead and click off. Go ahead and click off because I'm going to give you raw commentary, which I'm going to do today, and moving forward, in which I've done in the past. That's what this show is about. If you need something a little softer or a little nicer, I think there are other channels out there for you. This may not be the one, okay? This isn't a book. This show is for entertainment purposes only, okay? Entertainment purposes only. All right? But if you are new here, thank you so much for tuning in. Subscribe. Tell your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your auntie, and your uncle, the creepy one, that none of the women like to have come around kids. Tell him to subscribe to the W360. And if you are a returning viewer, guys, this core audience here, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I love each and every one of you. I love you. I see your emails. I love us on Twitter. We have a great time on Twitter. Okay? We have a great time on Twitter. So if you're not, join W360 Nation. Follow me at the W360 _ on Twitter. We're chatting all day. We're tweeting back and forth all day about things that's going on in this women's basketball space. So guys, thank you so much for being a part of this movement. One of the main things that we are pushing, because we have agendas to push and points to prove. Okay? We got to get the slows out of this space. We have to get the slows out of this space. In W360 Nation, we are strong online. You hear me? I love it. Continue to send me the slows so we can just bully them out. Get out of my space. Get out of my town. We are here now. And this is no longer your sport. Slows? It's no longer your sport. It's not. Okay? So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Guys, we are strong and we are loud, and we're going to get stronger and louder. Okay? This is just the beginning. We haven't even begun scratching the surface yet. Okay? So thank you guys so much for your support. Also, make sure, before we get started, make sure you shop at W360.com. Definitely, these shirts are a hot commodity, guys. There are a lot of orders coming in. We're getting them sent out. Shop the W360.com. Get your merch. Please get your merch. That's the best way to support the channel, is by purchasing merch, because a lot of my YouTube videos, they keep flagging them. They're saying that I am... There are complaints. People are reporting my videos. They're saying that I am leading a bullying campaign, and that's fine. That's fine. That's okay. That's okay. We should bring bullying back. We should bring bullying back. So I'll take the hit. But the best way to support the W360, please purchase merch. Please purchase merch. That's the best way to support me and W360 as we continue to grow. Okay. What's up, Jacqueline? Roan? What's going on, Terry? What's up, guys? And what's going on, Jennifer? What's up, Jennifer? Let's get started. Indiana Fever closed out the preseason today. Okay, they closed out the preseason today in their win over the Atlanta Dream, 81-76. Okay. I'm going to give my honest feedback on the game. I noticed that there was a different starting lineup today. It looks like, which we know, Coach Stephanie White-Leather, she's going with a different lineup. Of course, it's the preseason. She's trying different things. We know that's what's happening, okay? So today she started with the lineup, of course, White Sheezes, Aaliyah Boston, Natasha Howard, Sophie Cunningham, and Kelsey Mitchell. That was the starting lineup today. DeWanna Bonner was first off the bench. She came in and subbed for Natasha Howard. I would like Sophie to come off the bench. I think Sophie is easily the 6th woman of the year. And I think Sophie is the spark that's needed off the bench instead of DeWanna Bonner. I think DeWanna Bonner, and I think Coach Stephanie White-Leather is going to go with that lineup where DeWanna Bonner starts. Or she may switch it up throughout the season, but I like Sophie a lot better as the 6th man off the bench. I like her a lot better off the bench. Hopefully, I think Sophie will be fine. Of course, guys, if you watched the game, you saw that she turned her ankle. That wasn't a bad sprain. I've done it many times in the past. I've actually broke my ankle. I broke it a year ago. Bone came out, had to get surgery, all of that, right? So I know bad ankle sprain when I see one. That's a simple turn. She'll be fine. That's some ice, a little bit of rehab. I think she'll be fine to go next weekend. So I'm not worried about Sophie's ankle. But I definitely would like to see her come off the bench. I think that's her role. That's a better role for her. And I think DeWanna Bonner is a starter. Aaliyah Boston, this is preseason, so I'm not going to overreact. This is preseason, so I'm not going to overreact. But I think Aaliyah Boston left a lot of points on the table this game. Aaliyah Boston had an easy 25, 26-point game. Easy. But this is starting to feel a lot like May 2024. A lot like June 2024. We're having this same conversation. I think she looked decent on defense, but I really want Aaliyah Boston to realize, I just got an alert. It said my connection was lowered. I'm having issues with Xfinity. Guys, can you see me good? Have I gotten blurry or is it delayed right now? Can you guys put a 1 in the chat if you can see me good? I just got an alert that said that my internet speed went down. Please put a 1 in the chat if you can see me. My chat's not moving. Let me check on my end really quick. Okay. Okay, guys. Throughout the stream today, if it gets blurry or if it gets delayed, Xfinity, I don't know what they're doing today. So I apologize for that in advance. Okay, I'm getting alerts that my internet speed went down. Anyway, what was I saying? Aaliyah Boston. Natasha Howard too. Again, guys, I'm not overreacting. This is the preseason. But in a game like this, I would have really liked to see Aaliyah Boston go beast mode. Anyone that Bree Jones is guarding, literally, I would make Carl Smesco, the coach at for Atlanta Dream, take her out the game. We can't have her on the floor. They're scoring on her every time. Even at one point, Kelsey Mitchell had her on a one-on-one. Anybody that Bree Jones is guarding, go to her because she's slow. She can't defend a cone. And I was yelling at the TV, Aaliyah, go past her. She moves like this. And she can't guard. And she's big and slow. Aaliyah, go past her. I'm begging you, Aaliyah. Please don't do that to me this season. I want you to go get you a steak and a drink and tell you did good. Go get you a steak and you get you a drink. I want to tell you that, Aaliyah. And I was really frustrated. She left a lot of points on the table. Not going to overreact. This is preseason. But what is this, your third year? You should have dominated. They should have set Bree Jones down and reconsidered her contract. That's how slow she is and how bad of a defender she is. And she's fat. She's out of shape. Go around her. Natasha Howard, too. I'm being patient. What is this, a third preseason game? So, I'm not going to overreact. But this was an easy 25, 26-point game for Aaliyah Boston. They didn't even put BG back in the game because they didn't even want that smoke with you, Aaliyah. They had the audacity. And, audacious people, they don't have any They don't have any concept of how, how audacious they're being. They had the audacity and the gall to put Bree Jones on you. You should have showed them that, no, we should get BG back in the game. Get that monster in you, AB. Please. Get mean. Okay, my stream just went out. Nonetheless, I'm not going to overreact. I'm not going to overreact just yet, okay? Not going to overreact. Okay, so you guys can hear me, but the stream is out. Okay. 1 second. All right, I'm going to go ahead and play some highlights from the game, and let me see if I can fix this stream, guys. I'm going to go ahead and run some key plays from the game today, okay? All right. Let me see. Okay, this is. All right. 1 second. Let me go through here. All right, guys. I'm trying to get this correct. Bear with me 1 second. Just bear with me. I don't know why this thing. Okay. We're back. All right. I want to go through the highlights again, guys. Thank you so much for bearing with me. The internet is cutting out and things like that. So I appreciate you guys bearing with me. I want to go through these highlights again because I want to talk through them. So if you don't mind, highlights again. This is a live show. Sometimes things mess up, okay? But we're good. All right. So here, actually, I'm not mad at Bree Turner's performance. Lexi Hustle had a phenomenal game this game. White Jesus. Come on, White Jesus right there. Again. White Jesus pushing the ball up the court, which I don't think there was a lot of transition this game, but takes it the full court length. That's my White Jesus. That's right, baby. Let's go, White Jesus. There it is. That's all game, Boston. That's all game, baby. That was all game, Boston. And this is why DB, I need DB to start. I'm so excited about her. Michaela Timpson is so exciting. Yes. So I will say, overall, Indiana, it wasn't their best game today. I don't think. Looked a little sluggish. Even White Jesus, I would say, looked a little sluggish. But this is the preseason. It's the preseason. So I'm not overreacting. But I really hope as they go back and watch film, they can show Aaliyah like, hey, and Natasha Howard. Now, granted, Natasha Howard isn't going to be a top option on offense. I think she was brought to this team for defensive purposes. Of course, a former defensive player of the year. So that's fine. But when you get those open looks, I need Natasha to make those. Those dirty points, I need Natasha to make those. Lexi Hall looks great. Michaela Timpson, I think, has a bright future. A bright future with this team. I like her a lot. I think she'll get a lot of minutes as the season goes on. Sophie will be fine. Indiana Fever, your 2025 champions, baby. 2025 champions. Another thing I noticed that I think Stephanie White Leather was trying to play White Jesus off the ball a little more just to see how it looks. Don't like it. I think we have to keep White Jesus on the ball because the offense looks a little bit discombobulated when she's not on the ball. So I really think we have to keep her on the ball, and I think she'll make that adjustment. It's just preseason. Okay? Where you're just trying different things for film, and so you can get in the film room and see how things look. When we're in the film room this week, I hope that this entire organization, Lynn, Amber Cox, I hope you all are in film to see that Sid Colson brings absolutely nothing to this team. Nothing! That is a waste of $90,000. It's a waste. Sid Colson should play. She should be a volunteer player if she's still a part of this league. She brings nothing to this team. She can't create her own shot. She's not willing to shoot. She gets blown by on defense. She doesn't bring anything to this team. Nothing as a backup point guard. Sophie Cunningham is a better backup point guard than Sydney Colson. And Sydney Colson, Stinky Colson, can't play any other position. She's a waste of money in a roster spot. She stinks. And this is the preseason, and you're getting blown by rookies. And you've been in the league 29 years, just hooping and hopping and riding Asia Wilson's coattail in Vegas. And the thing is, Sydney Colson, which is crazy, Sydney Colson, she has the potential to be good. And I've said this on an episode before. I'm sure I have. Sydney Colson has the potential to be good, but she's such a clown that I don't think she takes herself serious in the games. She doesn't even look to score. She stinks. Stinky. She's a waste of a roster spot. I don't know what I call her before. She's useless. She's useless. She's as useless as the skin that they scrape off the bottom of your foot when you go get a pedicure. I've said this before. She's dead foot skin. Just throw it out. What do you need it for? She's useless. She does nothing. Now, people can argue with me all they want. She's a solid point guard. She distributes the ball. We don't have time for that. We need you to look to score. You're an offensive liability if people don't bother to guard you. She should contribute more. You're a vet. You've been in this league all these years, but she's your typical player. She's your typical guard that's just been coasting in the league, hooping and humping, and just making people laugh. That's it. That's all. She got the gift of gab, which is fine. I'm not hating on that. But get out of my town. Take that to another team. Take it to Connecticut. Take it to Golden State. Take it to another team. We don't need a clown. We don't need a clown. We need a backup point guard. And I said this. Sydney Colson, Stinky Colson, has to get off this team. And it's going to catch up with this team. I'm not wishing for it, but I really think that Sydney Colson's roster spot is going to be a detriment to this team. I think Sydney Colson is pathetic. I do. And that's the only player on this roster that I think is pathetic. I think Bree Turner has, I like Bree Turner. She's a dirty player. She's going to make the dirty plays. I like Bree Turner. I think Bree Turner is a great addition to this team. I think Sydney Colson is a waste of space and a waste of money. Seriously. Yanni says Sid's leadership capability is seriously lacking. I agree with you, CJ, reluctantly. I know she's easy to like. She's easy to love. But when you put all that aside and see what she brings on the court, you watch her and you go, ugh. Ugh. We need a stronger backup point guard. Seriously. Donna Cass says Bree Turner has to show me more too. I think Bree Turner will be fine. She missed that alley-oop, but I think she'll hit that. I think Bree Turner will be fine. Just being honest. I think Bree Turner will be fine. She runs the floor well. One thing that this game showed is that Indiana Fever has depth. Right? It's the preseason. You're working out the kinks. Indiana Fever has depth. But the thing is, with these players, you can see like, okay, she'll fix that, right? Okay, she's running the floor, so that's what she'll make those layups in the season. That's fine. Hopefully with Aaliyah Boston, the only thing that I'm kind of like, with Aaliyah Boston is because we had the same issue last season. And then the season before that, her rookie year, she just had an issue with finishing and being the bully that she should be and the strong player that she should be. So it's the same issue. With Sid Colson, I think she's consistently stinky. So there's no grace there for me. She stinks. She brought nothing to Vegas. She's bringing nothing to Indiana. She's a consistently nothing player. She offers nothing. She's pathetic. She stinks. She's dead foot skin. She's a stinky, dirty diaper. That's everything that Sid Colson is. She's the worst player in the league. But I will say that overall with Indiana, I think that they're going to be your 2025 champions and that this team is showing that there's depth. There's certainly depth. So definitely Lexi Hall, she's going to make all the dirty plays as well. This is a complete team. DeWanna Bonner is going to get better. Natasha Howard, not overreacting. So this is a complete team, and I'm certainly excited to watch them. Lexi had a great game. Also, on Atlanta's side, I like Tahina Powell. I think she's going to do great things in the league. She really, really reminds me of Christy Tolliver. If you remember Christy Tolliver from Maryland, and then she had a great run through, her WNBA career. Tahina Pow puts me in mind of Christy Tolliver in so many different ways. She's comfortable creating her own shot. She's driving to the basket. She looks good defensively. Tahina Pow looked great today. She might be my favorite rookie besides Anissa Morrow. She might be. So, yeah, overall for Indiana, I'm excited. Not worried about. I think we'll arm through the kinks, and I think Sophie Cunningham will be fine. She was just a simple turn. I think she'll be fine. Don and Kev says, CC on or off the ball? CC has to be on the ball. The offense doesn't flow as fluid when she's off the ball. White Jesus has to be on the ball. And I think Stephanie White will see that. Stephanie White Leather will see that. All right. So 1 week, baby. 1 week until the season really starts. Indiana Fever wrapped up today. Indiana Fever wrapped up today their preseason. They're going to get in the film room and look at what they need to fix. I'm excited about it. Thank you for the super chat. The 6'8" Aquarius says the only award guaranteed is Lex or Sue winning Sixth Woman. You probably meant Sophie. Who's Sue? Probably meant Sophie. But yes, I can definitely see them getting the Sixth Woman of the Year award. Thank you for the super chat, guys. All right. Moving right along. Where are we going to next? Well, just talking basketball before I get to the White Panther. I watched the Connecticut game last night. Connecticut has a star. Connecticut, a.k.a. Orange is the New Black team. They have a star, and her name is J.C. Sheldon. Shout out to J.C. Sheldon. She looks comfortable. She's in a scoring and go-to role in Connecticut opposed to what her role was in Dallas. If you play with Enrique, you're not going to get a lot of touches. So now J.C. Sheldon is able to actually play comfortably, and I'm rooting for her. So I just want to show really quick here. Just some highlights from the Connecticut game, well, at least J.C. Sheldon. And if you're following the W360, if you're watching Connecticut play, J.C. Sheldon is definitely a player that you want to watch and support. J.C. Sheldon has worked on her game in the offseason. You can really tell. I can't wait to see her and White Jesus up against each other again. You can tell they hate each other, which is crazy. I love it. So I'm happy to see that she's on a team where she's not having to play, behind Enrique. She's not having to play behind Enrique. So I'm rooting for her this season. Oh, it must have froze. I'm rooting for her this season. So shout out to J.C. Sheldon. She looks a lot better. She looks stronger and faster, and she looks more confident because now she can touch the ball this season. Nothing against Enrique, but now she's in a role where she can actually be the scorer that she was drafted to be. Okay? All right. Moving right along. Paige Bueckers, a.k.a. Paige White Panther, a.k.a. Paige Sharpton, a.k.a. Paige Luther Bueckers King, has made she's continuing to pander. Now, shout out to guys Rhodes for sending me this picture on Twitter. Let me tell you something. Rose is the host of Black and White Sports 2. That's Black and White Sports TOO on YouTube. If you guys watch this show, I'm pretty sure you watch Rose at Black and White Sports 2. If you don't, please watch. It's a hoot. It's hilarious, but he speaks a lot of facts as well. Rose is the one that sent me this picture because Paige is making headlines not because of how well she's playing in the preseason, not because of how well she's playing in the preseason. It's because she continues to do this cringe pander to Black women. Okay. She continues to talk about, Black women. They don't get the support. I hate the spotlight that I'm getting. I have all this privilege as a white woman, not because I'm good and not because I earned it. It's because Black women deserve it more, and Black women, Black women, Black women. So I tweeted and I said, Paige Bueckers will be warming up in a dashiki next. Paige, goddamn, like, we get it. Okay, you feel like Black women in a predominantly Black league don't get as much recognition, which I don't know where you're getting that from. This league is literally like 88% Black. You don't have a choice but to highlight the Black players. Okay? Now, if there are players like yourself that are white, like White Sheeza, Sabrina Ionescu, Breonna Stewart, and the other white players that are good, it's nothing wrong, Paige, with being highlighted. It's nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong. Why do you hate being white so bad? Let's take a look at Paige, White Panther. Sources close to Paige told me that she's going to start her own revolutionary group called the White Panthers. Okay? And they're going to fight social justice issues within the sports in America. Okay? And she's going to be the leader of it. Okay? Because instead of just being good, she wants to fight the Black power. She wants to stand up for the Blacks. Just be good, Paige. Just be good. Just be good. It's okay to be white and good in this league. It's okay, Paige. This is getting cringe. And it looks performative. Because if you care that much, in your New York Times articles and in your interviews and things like that, why don't you just forfeit all of those interviews and say, give it to a Black player since you care so much? You want to know why you're not doing that? Because you know you're full of shit. The Black players, Asia Civil Rights Wilson, she gets a lot of recognition. She has a shoe out right now. She has a shoe out. Nike, since everybody is talking about, the recognition is not equal. It's not this. Page, why don't you speak about how Nike isn't recognizing your white counterpart, White Sheezas? Why won't you speak on that? Nike is showering Asia Civil Rights Wilson any chance they can, but does not. They act like they haven't even signed White Sheezas. That's a cause you can stand behind since you're so unapologetic and since you're so, I want to fight for equality. I don't see any equality from Nike when it comes to Asia Wilson and White Sheezas. Why don't you take your white skin and stand up for something that actually matters? The Black women in this league get a lot of recognition. Asia Wilson is the face of this league. That's what they push her as. She's the face of the league. She's on the video game covers. When you turn on the WNBA app, her face is there. Jamel jump off a hill. Shanae Ogumake. Elle Dumb can. You have your Natalie Esquires. All these Black reporters that push the Black players. They purposely push the Black players. What are you talking about? You're brainwashed. The self-hatred is sad to see. You don't want to be white? You don't want to be white, Paige? The quote I'm referring to New York, what's this New York Times? Yes, Times Magazine. I'm sorry, Times Magazine. Because they keep asking her about it. She says it's still an issue every single day. There's not ever equal coverage. I do think there's more opportunities for me. I feel like even just marketability, people tend to favor white people, white males, white women. I think it should be equal opportunity. I feel like there is privilege to what I have and to what all white people have. I recognize that. I want to counteract that with the way I go about my business. Paige, you're full of shit. What have you done to counteract and help black women that are so oppressed in their black league? What have you done? Have you given any money to black players that you feel like are underpaid? Paige, you've made millions of dollars. Have you donated any money to any of the black players that you feel like is underpaid? No. What you're doing is getting ahead of the curve because you know you're going to be mid. You're going to be mid this season. So you just want to make sure you stamp your invitation to the cookout. As long as I stamp my invitation to the cookout, I can be mid like the other guards in the season. Because what the media is doing is trying to hype you up as if you're going to be the next Caitlin Clark. And you know you're not going to be the next White Jesus. You know that. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get all the blacks on my side so they can bring me to the cookout and eat pork ribs that's going to put worms in my stomach. That's what I want to do. That's my game plan. And I could be mediocre with Dejanay Carrington and Alyssa Smith and have my girlfriends and everybody there too. And we could just be a mediocre team that just hoop and hump and be excited and accepted by the WNBA. We have our gay coach. We all could just hoop and hump and be just mid and accepted. That's what you want to do, Paige. I know exactly what you're trying to do. I know exactly what you're trying to do. You know, and you're young. I actually feel kind of bad for you because I think you're just going along. I don't think you believe this. I don't think you believe this at all. Just living your truth. Just living your truth. Sabrina Ionescu don't ever have to do this. I mean, you made an ESPY speech. Leave it there. This is cringe. All right. Let's take a look at some of the things recent that Paige has said. And I'm like, oh, girl. My goodness.
You did a wonderful interview with Time Magazine. You talked about a lot of things, how you got into basketball and, you know, Candace Parker being one of your idols. But you also talked about how Black women in sports are undercovered. And I thought that was really important that you took time to actually mention that. Why was that important for you to speak about that?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I've had a beautiful upbringing of a lot of people, a mixed family. But I've had very influential Black women in my life, very influential Black teammates in my life. And you see it every single day, the imbalance of coverage, and inequalities that exist within the world. And I feel like I have a large platform, so be able to use that for good and share the light amongst others is extremely important to me.
Career, and I'm wondering how you feel about having that spotlight shift back to you or maybe grow even larger and hotter on you next year.
I think media coverage is important for the game. I think it grows the game. I know freshman year I was like the media darling. Everybody was like focused on me and what I did at UConn my freshman year, but I think it's more important for the game to share the spotlight, to grow the game and show all the stars of college basketball, not just focus on one particular player, whether it be me, Caitlin, Juju, Angel. I mean, there's so many names in college basketball now that are huge, that are stars, that deserve.
They're not superstars, Paige.
Credit, and I think it's not my job, but the media can do a
It's
better
not.
job of just making sure everybody gets love, everybody gets not
That's
equal
not how
amount of
sports
attention,
work.
but try to spread it out more. So I honestly hope next year I'm not the vocal point and the only person that gets attention. And I hope
Oh, God.
as media, as players, we can spread the love a little bit more.
That is pathetic. I have never seen anyone hate to be themselves more than Paige Sharpton, a.k.a. White Panther. I have never seen anything more. It's called being a superstar, okay? It's called being a superstar. The sixth man off the bench for the Atlanta Hawks isn't going to get the same coverage as LeBron James, okay? But if you don't like being a star, then Paige, maybe you should just go follow whatever you majored in. Go do that. Go do that. But I'm not going to be here for you all season complaining about being white and being a star. Live in your truth. Your black counterparts, they get recognition, the good ones. They do. They do. Stop being a sucker. Okay? But again, like I said, I think that she's just trying to jump ahead the curve because she knows that she's not going to fulfill the expectations that are set upon her this season from her freshman year in college before she was injured to now after winning the championship. She's not going to fulfill those expectations. So now she has to, black women. I love black women. See? I love black women. I love black women. Black women. See? You're full of shit. You're full of shit. And of course, black people, because they only accept the bare minimum, they're not going to question, well, what have you done for black people? No, they're going to say, well, she invited to the cookout. You know, but when a black woman like myself called this out, I'm called the coon. You can't make this stuff up. You can't make it up. All right. What's up, Rose? Rose is in the building. What's up, Black and White Sports 2 is in the building. What's up, Rose? Like I said, Rose is the one sent me this picture. Rose, let me tell you, when you sent me this picture, I sent this picture to my friends in real life. We have a group chat. It's a few of us and some of my teammates from, the past and things like that. I sent this, and when I tell you, we was all on a FaceTime. We laughed so hard at this picture. Also, shout out to I think her name or his name is Black Swan or Black Demon Swan or Black I should get your name right. I'm gonna find it. On Twitter, we had a good time with Paige Bueckers. One of the W360 Nation members sent me this on Twitter and said this was Paige Bueckers growing up. I have to share this with you guys. Paige Bueckers, a.k.a. White Panther. This was her growing up, guys. You guys got to see this.
Daddy, Ugly Black King, I finished my homework. Can you watch TV?
Let me hear your report.
Okay. Abraham Lincoln was born in a log cabin in Illinois. This poor white trash went on to become the President of the United States.
Yes?
Once in office, this white capitalist swine manipulated the freedom of the black man for his own political career. Great brother! So another piece of poor white trash shot him in the head. The end.
Thank you, Jesus. Whitey, I am very pleased. Yes, you and your lovely sister, you may go and watch TV.
Yo, if you're not following me on Twitter, you have to follow me on Twitter at the W360_. I think her name is Dawn Black Slayer or something like that. One of W360 Nation sent me this shit. Between Rose. Between Rose. We gotta do it! Ah! Yes! Yes! Ooh! Ooh! Let me tell you something. Y'all don't understand in real life when y'all be tweeting me stuff. One of my friends is sitting back here right now watching me do this show. When I say we really laugh at this in real life, like tears, I swear. Oh my God, I cannot believe her name is Black Slayer. You just got to follow me on Twitter. It's Black Slayer or Black Dawn Slayer or something like that. When she sent me that clip from that movie, mind you, I had thought about it. That's one of the greatest movies you can make. I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker. It's a movie from the past. If you know, you know. If you don't know, sorry. But that was so funny to me. Oh my God, that was so funny to me. When Rose sent me this picture, I don't know if he photoshopped it. I don't know where the hell Rose got this picture from. So Paige, White Panther, just show up and play, baby. Just show up and play, baby. Shit, I gotta pull it together. Shit. Hold on. Paige, just show up and play. That's all people need you to do. Just show up and play. You don't have to keep putting on this minstrel. You don't have to keep doing this. Okay, White Panther? Okay? It's cringe and no one believes you. No one believes you anymore. Okay? You're doing it too much. You're doing it too much. Seriously. Seriously. Sade. Sade says WNBA is a gift that keeps on giving. Oh, buckle up, baby. Buckle up! This is going to be a ride. And let me tell you something. The W360 train, we are on it. We are on it, okay? Paige said, I was about to say a really dark joke, but I'm not going to do it because I'm not going to do it. They're already saying that I'm inciting bullying campaigns with my slow of the week. They're already saying that I'm not going to do it. That just has to be in a live show in real life. I'm not even going to say it. Alan says Paige is a freedom fighter. Yes. Because that's what you have to do. When you go to the WNBA, you have to cross over as being a freedom fighter. Someone else said Paige is going to pledge Delta Sigma Theta next. Guys, this was a funny day on Twitter for me. You guys, if you're not on Twitter, please follow me on Twitter at the W360_. This chat is on steroids on Twitter. It's on steroids on Twitter. We cut up, okay, because we can, because that app is where we have freedom of speech. I can't say a lot on YouTube. We have freedom of speech on Twitter. So make sure you're following me on Twitter. That's where we all congregate. Thank you for the super chat. The 6'8" Aquarius says Tina Marie, Michael McDonald, John B. didn't pander to black audiences at all, and we still loved them. Absolutely. 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 You don't have to. You don't have to. Just be you. Just be you. I'm myself. I'm myself. And I stand in my truth. And just like what I'm about to do on the next topic here, just be yourself. People will appreciate you more, and they'll sense the authenticity from you. You don't have to pander to people. Just be yourself. And that's my advice to Paige Sharpton, a.k.a. White Panther. Just be yourself. Just be yourself. This is coming off fake. I don't know who's in your ear, but this is coming off fake, and it's cringe. Okay? It's cringe. All right, guys, if you are tuned in right now, guys, if you have not, please, please, please like this video. Like this video, guys, so that, YouTube puts this video in the algorithm. Please like this video. If you're watching the playback, comment, share, and tell a friend to tell a friend about the video, okay? Please tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about the video. All right. All right, Rose, I appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate you. Let's see here. Let's take a look at what Cheryl Swoops had to say recently. Hold on real quick. Let me fix my headband. It keeps coming off. Real quick. Someone said Wakanda County. All right. Cheryl Swoops. Cheryl Swoops has been receiving backlash lately. I want to go ahead and play what she said, and then I want to come back and talk about it.
But I did have a question though with Indiana, right? Because even though the starters weren't in, like Sophie Cunningham and Lexi Hull they've been in the league for a while. You actually had players who, like Bree Hall, why wasn't she in that game per se? If you're still trying to figure out who's going to make the team, who you're going to cut. So I was a little confused with what Steph was doing, but anyway, it is what it is.
I want to play this one more time.
I know. But I did have a question though with Indiana, right? Because even though the starters weren't in, like Sophie Cunningham and Lexi Hull they've been in the league for a while. You actually had players who, like Bree Hall, why wasn't she in that game per se? If you're still trying to figure out who's going to make the team, who you're going to cut. So I was a little confused with what Steph was doing, but anyway, it is what it is.
Okay, so let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Where is Shirley? Here she is. Let's talk about this. I tweeted, I said, who is everyone's nomination for the slow of the week? A lot of people wanted me to give it to Cheryl Swoops this week. And I asked, why? What did she say? So when you guys sent me this clip, when I watched it, unpopular opinion, y'all are going to disagree with me here, and it's okay. It's okay. I'm going to give Sheryl the benefit of the doubt here. And I say that because I've had this same conversation throughout the week with former players, friends of mine, former WNBA players, and just in general, a lot of people were asking, well, wait, why didn't Stephanie Hall play like Bree Hall, right? I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt because I think that's a fair question for casual fans. Now, if she had a real co-host with her, this is a fair conversation. Anybody could ask, why should you play Bree Hall? What was Stephanie White doing? I would answer this question and say, she didn't play Bree Hall because they probably already knew that they were going to cut Bree Hall. And this is preseason. So I'm going to play the players that we are going to keep. And I need to test out these lineups. We don't have time to play with Bree Hall. She hasn't proved herself in practice. So we don't even have time to play her. Right? I think a lot of people don't like the messenger, which is by her own duty. This is by her own actions. A lot of people don't like the messenger. But in real life, this has been a question that has been going around. Like, well, why didn't Coach White let them play Bree Hall? So I think in this conversation, this is a fair conversation to have on a podcast, but her co-host sucks. And you can say, you know, Bree Hall was to play because she just doesn't make the cut. She just doesn't make the cut. And I think that they were saying that we're not going to waste any minutes on her. They put her in the Nets game against Brazil, and she did decent. And also, if you follow me on Twitter, I tweeted and I said Bree Hall doesn't want to be there. She doesn't want to be there. You could tell she didn't want to be in Iowa. She played at South Carolina. You know, Dawn breeds those women to be victims. She felt like she was at a KKK rally. In her head, her playing in Iowa, I watched her. Go back and watch the game. Nobody believes me. Pull up the WNBA app and go back and watch the game. Bree Hall didn't want to be in Iowa. So that could have played a part in it. This is what I would have told Sheryl, because this is a fair conversation. You know, I would have told Sheryl, they probably sensed that she didn't want to be there either. She didn't want to be there. But I get it. It's preseason, and people are asking, where are the rookies? We want to see the rookies play. We knew that Sophie Cunningham and Lexi Hull would make the team. This is the time to see the rookies play. So I honestly thought that that was a fair question. I don't think she was being malicious. I'm just giving her the benefit of the doubt. I don't think she was being malicious. I thought that was a fair question because a lot of people in my real life around me was asking the same question as well. So, you know, I don't think that there was anything wrong in this situation from Cheryl Swoops. She has labeled herself as a generational hater, and I think she is. I think she is. This was the perfect opportunity to try to call out Stephanie White. This was the perfect opportunity. But I will be honest, my intuition don't tell me that she was being malicious here. I really think she was asking a fair question. But she knows. Sure, you've been in this game a long time, so you teetered the line here and you kind of escaped. So I'll give you the benefit of the doubt here. You're not going to get slow of the week. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt because that was a fair question that was asked to me throughout the week in my real life as well. So yeah. Tyrone Brewer says Diary of a Mad WNBA Legend with no net. Cool Beans says you don't want to be in Iowa either, baby, and you know it. Yeah. ES says Swoopes was being usual racist. I think she's normally racist, but this particular clip, I really think that she was just saying, why wasn't Bree Hall playing? Because it's the preseason and normally rookies play. I'm really just trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. I really am. I'm trying to be fair. You know, slow of the week is fair. Slow of the week is fair. So I'm just trying to be fair. I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt here. I don't think she was being malicious. I really don't. I really don't. You know, I think she was really just asking a basketball question. Okay. Wandy says, oh my gosh, she needs to present herself better when she gets in front of a camera, even if she's in her home. This is what the chat said. This is what the chat said. Becky 46 says Swoopes again mad. Monica Middleton. What's up, Monica? Monica says, okay, I'm not disagreeing with her. We all want to see the youth. So you get it. You get it. All right. So, okay, you guys are getting it. That's why I said, like, it's not, I didn't get any malicious intent from that question. It's preseason. So she was asking a legitimate question, like, why didn't we see Bree Hall? She was the, the one drafted. She's out of South Carolina, things like that. So I wouldn't give her a slow of the week for that. I wouldn't give her a slow of the week for that. All right. Moving right along. Moving right along. We are now, baby, at the slow of the week. Yes. The slow of the week is here, baby. That's right. That's right. All right, guys, as you know, the slow of the week is presented every episode, and we have to point out the slow who has been the slowest of the week. It's normally a tight race. If you're not following me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter at the W360_. And don't forget the underscore, okay? The W360_. Okay? We're going to start pointing out the slows, and we're going to bully them. We're going to bully them. No, we're not going to bully them. We're going to aggressively convince them to leave this space. Leave this space. Okay? That's what we're going to do. So this here at the W360, we're going to point out the slow of the week every week. And now that the season is starting next week, we're going to have a slow of the day. Okay? So if you're a slow and you're a king slow that week or that day, you're going to get promoted on the show, baby. Okay. Lexi Brown, congratulations. You are the slow of the week. You're the slow of the week, Lexi Brown. Now, to preface this, let me tell you something. I like Lexi Brown. Lexi, don't get mad at me for making you the slow of the week, but the slow of the week doesn't discriminate. It don't discriminate, okay? You're the slow of the week. And I'm going to play the video and we're going to come back and talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's play Lexi Brown, why she has earned the slow of the week. Let's go.
And as veterans, I think we have made this a more welcoming environment for this rookie class. Not saying that last year it was like overly hostile by any means, but I feel like one, because I haven't seen it because I haven't been online. The energy feels different this year. Like, as far as these rookies coming in and how the season's starting, like it's overwhelmingly more positive, but also still very competitive. Last year, it was like complete hostility going into the season. Like, it was insane. I never felt that before going into a season. And like the competitiveness, like it wasn't like there was no competition type energy in that. It was just hostile and mean and nasty. This year, I feel like it's very high level, high energy, competitive, respectful. That's just how I feel personally. I don't know if anybody else feels anything differently, but I feel this season is different for these rookies, and I hope that they feel welcomed to the W. Like, whether they're in a good situation, a not so good situation, whether they make the team, they're waves. Like, I hope that we've done a better job as older players and veterans to make this like an enjoyable experience for them. So.
Wow. Lexi, I love you. I root for Lexi. She's one of the players that I definitely root for. I will say that, Lexi, you are a day short and $1. You're $1 short and a day late. You're $1 short and a day late. And the reason why you're getting slow of the week is because you're talking to us like we're dumb, right? I know. You're used to your audience, the WNBA audience, being full of slows, full of septum ringers, and full of people that can't think for themselves. But Lexi, you're full of shit when you say that. This whole, like, the energy feels different. It's just so positive. No, you all don't feel threatened by this new rookie class. That's all it is. That's all it is. It isn't. You guys were hostile, and I say you guys because it's all of you, the old WNBA guards, the fans, the media, all of you, which was led by A'ja Wilson. She started it when she said her blood boils because the new kid came into the league. It's like the new restaurant. You read the article. It's like the new restaurant. And then everybody knows about the restaurant, and now it's overcrowded because she was jealous. She was jealous. Your counterparts in this entire league was hostile. Don't sit here and act like I don't know why. What's going on? But we're so positive this year. You were hostile last year because White Jesus birthed America's team. And we sat and told you over and over and over again, White Jesus is here. Ride the wave. The WNBA is relevant now. And you, El Dumbcan, Shanae Ogwumike, Jamel Jump Off a Hill, Andrea Carter, Natalie Never Won a Case Esquire, all of you. The corny dude that's on CBS as well. I can't think of his name. What is his name? Alan? What is that guy's name that's on CBS? The light-skinned guy, the cornball. All of you were hostile, which translated to the players, which translated to why the cuckoo girl that y'all swear is like getting blacklisted from the league. I can't say her name, but we all know who I'm talking about. Cuckoo led to drawing hard fouls. Alyssa Thomas choke slamming Angel Reese out the air because Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, those two names were bigger than the entire league. So for you to sit here and say that, oh, it's just so much positive this year. No, you guys are just more comfortable this year because no one is threatening your spotlight. That's all. That's all. And you have the number one pick, Paige White Panther, Paige Sharpton, who's pandering to y'all. Of course everything is positive this year because the number one pick last year didn't go for that. The number one pick last year was unapologetically white. Aren't y'all unapologetically black? So miss me with it. It's so positive this year. We're just competitive and this is just sports. No, it's not. Because players like you, respectfully, Lexi, respectfully, players like you and your Sydney Colsons, Erica Willers, Ari McDonald's, names that I'm naming that nobody really give a damn about, you guys can kind of feel comfortable again because it's year 2 and you're hoping that the hype die off, but it's not. It's not. You're hoping that these rookies this year can kind of take over the headlines. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. You just feel comfortable this year. You all were threatened. You all were jealous because a white girl came into your black league and took over. And her fans did too. But her fans aren't just white. Her fans are diverse. No matter how you try to paint it online, her fans are diverse. Okay? So stop talking to me like I'm dumb. Stop talking like the energy is just different this year. It's so positive. No, you all are just more accepting of this class because they're bowing down to you all, which you don't deserve because all of you are mid. All of you. All of you. Tahina Pow outplays Lexi Brown. Easy. 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 Lexi Brown is mid. She's mid. Beautiful. Love her, but you're mid. You're mid. But mid was the peak in this league before White Jesus got here. But this new class doesn't threaten that anymore. So I want you to stop talking to me like I'm stupid. Okay? You, Lexi, congratulations, is the slow of the week. Seriously. Now, Lexi, you're going to see this. You're going to see this because, oh no, you might have blocked me now. I know Dejanay blocked me. There was a couple other players blocked me. I think y'all were following me at first, but you blocked me. Reach out to me so you can get a free shirt. Let me know which color you want because I'd love for you to get your shirt. This is an award for you. I'd love for you to get your shirt. Okay? Send me your P.O. box or your address to send this to, and I'll be more than happy to send it out in the next merch run. Okay? We have a lot of orders coming in, so you probably won't get it until another 2 weeks because I'm doing this by myself. But shout out to you, Lexi Hall. Shout out to you. You are the slow of the week. I know you haven't gotten an award in a long time, but you got this award, baby, and I hope you put it on your Wikipedia page. Okay? Put it on your Wikipedia page. You're the slow of the week, baby. All right? Don't ever say no dumb shit like this again. Okay? Don't ever say it. Don't ever say it. Okay? And I like you, Paige. Paige. I like you, Lexi. I actually, I root for Lexi. I like Lexi. One of the things that she said in the past was that the WNBA, it was last year. That's why I was like, I like Lexi. She was saying that for the WNBA to be more marketable, they should promote feminine players. I was like, I agree. You can't just promote. So I agree with Lexi there. I'm not even going to get into that. But I like Lexi. I do, but the slow of the week don't discriminate, okay? So you're the slow of the week, baby. Okay. All right. Kelly says Lexi Brown, not Lexi Hall. Did I call her Lexi Hall? Y'all know what I did not call her Lexi Hall. I call her Lexi Hall. Seriously. I did not call her Lexi Hall. Y'all are lying to me. I call her Lexi Hall. There's no way I call her Lexi Hall. I think you all are lying to me. You all are in a secret chat and you all said that we're going to play a trick on CJ and say she said Lexi Hall. There is no way I said Lexi Hall. David said you said Lexi Hall, but I think you mentioned Brown. Kelly says, yes, you did. I did not say Lexi Hall. Y'all got to run that back and send it to me. I did not say Lexi Hall. I think you all are lying. I think you all are liars. The Doc Hardy Show. What show you have? I have to check it out if you have a show. Says, yeah, you did. David said, yep. Jacqueline says, yes. I think you all are teaming up against me. I think everyone woke up this morning and said, we're going to team up against CJSoFoolish. I did not say Lexi Hall. If I did, I'm going to go back and watch this. I didn't say Lexi Hall. All right, guys. Before we get out of here, that was your slow of the week. Before we get out of here, Terry says, pretty soon the slow will be a privilege. Before we get out of here, I have to give a congratulations to my new dear friend, Latifah Akbar. My friend graduated today with a degree in business, her master's degree in business. I couldn't make the graduation. I'm sorry, I was working. But congratulations, Latifah! I love you. Congratulations. Congratulations. W360 Nation, guys, if you love me, please send a warm congratulations to my dear friend. She received her master's degree today in her graduation. So definitely congratulations to you, dear. I love you, and I can't wait to celebrate with you. Okay? Congratulations to you. This is graduation season. This is graduation season, and I have a few friends that's walking across the stage this year. And I'm sure it's a lot of y'all out here that probably have family members or goddaughters or sisters or something like that that's walking across the stage. So congratulations to anyone that have any family members graduating this season. And congratulations to my dear friend, my dear new friend. So thank you guys, W360 Nation. Thank you so much. Send a warm congratulations to her, okay? Thank you. That's going to wrap up this week's episode. All right. I may come back tonight because there are a couple of games tonight. I know Angel Reese plays tonight. Angel Reese plays tonight at 7 o'clock. Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky, they play Minnesota, and Dallas plays at 7 o'clock. So those games will end around 9. I'll be honest, y'all know I do not like to go live late, but I'll probably jump on here again. Who knows? I might. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I love each and every one of you. I love each. Thank you, Charlie. Charlie says very pretty. Thank you so much. Oh, I thought you was talking about me. You might have been talking about my friend. I love each and every one of you. It's Saturday. It's the weekend. Take your time. Take care of your mental health. Also, show the people that love you that you love them. You know, sometimes you might not be the best person to people that's genuinely trying to show you that they love you. And it's okay. Give yourself grace. If you're not the best person to people that's trying to show you that they love you or that love you, just try to do better. Just try to do better. Or if you're a person that loves someone that might not be giving you the best response back, just give them grace. Just give them grace because they may be trying. They may be trying to be the best person to you. They may literally be trying their best. Give them grace. Okay. Until next episode. Peace. And so grease.